Hey Virgo, hey, happy solar return to you Virgos. August Virgos, September Virgos, happy solar return. And this is a bonus message for you, Virgo. This is all about the next blessing coming towards you. So keep in mind, Virgo, that this message is not for every Virgo, unfortunately, but take it as it resonates. And while you're here, Virgo, please go ahead and do that YouTube ritual that you do so well. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I post content specific to you, like this bonus reading for your solar return. And if you would like, Virgo, a pre-recorded private reading, there is a link that you can copy and paste in the description box below, and it will tell you exactly how to do it. So let's get into it. What is the energy surrounding the situation regarding Virgo's next blessing? What is the energy surrounding the situation regarding Virgo's next blessing, Spirit? Okay. Got two of them that just flew out. All right. So we have terrific. Terrific. That's always good. It says fantastic result, greatness, great moments. Virgo, you already know you're terrific. I mean, let's be honest, right? What's this next one? Determination. Determination. Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely. Every Virgo that I know is very determined. When they set their minds to something, oh my gosh, it's like a dog with a bone. I mean, but that's a lot of times what things take. At the bottom of the deck here, we have go all out, struggle desperately. That's not you. We're not talking about struggling desperately or anything regarding your solar return. And belief in victory. Now, that is what I'm talking about, belief in victory. And a lot of times people count you out, Virgo. So you are like this beautiful flower growing up through the concrete. Yes, terrific determination. I like it. I like it a lot. So, what we're going to do right now is get into that situation. Now that we found the energy surrounding it, let's get into the situation. What is the situation, the current situation surrounding Virgo's next blessing? Current situation surrounding Virgo's next blessing, Spirit. All right, here we go. We have the Page of Blues, which in this deck is the Page of Cups. We have the Queen of Blues. And keep in mind, Virgo, that I will advise you if I'm sensing that an energy is feminine, masculine, anywhere in between, anywhere outside the binary. So when we see cards like this, we literally talk about the energy. All right. Our last card is the Eight of Blues. Hmm. Lots of emotions here. Lots of emotions. At the bottom of the deck is the Mama. That's the Empress in this deck. And you know, the Empress is somebody who is um very abundant. Whatever they touch, whatever they think of produces fruit. Um so beyond, again, beyond the binary, beyond gender identity, beyond biological sex, the mama is somebody who is very nurturing, somebody who is very creative. And let's go and talk about the Queen of Blues who came up here. She is definitely somebody who is also nurturing. She has her cup in her hand, and although it may be filled with a little something, a little nip, her cup is always full. because she needs to have something to give and overflow. You understand? And so she is also very nurturing. Make sure that she's taking care of people, very even keeled. She is emotionally intelligent and can sense when something is off with those that she loves, and most likely even sense something when something is off in a situation, or just in general, because she is an empath. Yeah. So what I'm getting here, Virgo, is that this situation, the current situation surrounding your next blessing, really stems from childhood. It stems from childhood, because we do have the page of blues here. And the page of blues, pages are messengers, but they are the younger of the court cards. So this is telling me that um, there is something. It may be a parental figure that we're talking about here. For a lot of you, this is about a maternal figure. This could be your mother, this could be a grandmother, this could be, an auntie, whether related by blood or chosen. Um, and it's like this blessing or this situation regarding your next blessing is coming out of a situation that you experienced in childhood. And what I'm getting is that a lot of you were raised by somebody who may have been nurturing when, just say it, when they were sober. They were a completely different person. But a lot of times, when we are dealing with addiction, um, or people who don't know they have an addiction, maybe they're just using alcohol or other illicit substances to cope. They become other people when they're under the influence. But what it prompted in you, and for some of you, is where you had to disconnect from the connection between this parental figure and yourself. For some of you, it was forced disconnection. For some of you, it was just emotional disconnection. For a lot of you, it was physical and emotional, where you may have been taken out of the home. For some of you, it may have been where the mother figure or the parental figure actually left. Yeah. So this mama here, we're circling back to this mama here is the energy that you are in now, Virgo. And it's not because of, you know, it's basically in spite of how you were raised. And where that's coming in is because these clouds right here are behind mama. There is a blue sky, but the clouds symbolize the challenges that may have come in life. They're behind her, and that's what it is for you. You had to learn and grow into this mama. Some of y'all might be a mama, but had to grow into the spirit and energy of somebody who is creative, somebody who is um births ideas, wanting to be a parent or a guardian of people, to give that love that you did not receive, and coming from a place of abundance. Yeah. So let's talk about potential blockages surrounding your next blessing. Potential blockages surrounding your next blessing. Potential blockages surrounding your next blessing, Virgo. All right, here we go. We have the three of jazz. I had to see the little baby number up here. Y'all saw how I had to wait a minute. So we got the three of jazz, which is the three of wands. We have the eon. Okay. And we have the knight of jazz, which is the knight of wands. Potential blockages. Okay. At the bottom of the deck here, it is the five of axes. So conflict, which is the five of swords. The three of jazz again is the three of wands in this deck. And I'm being drawn back to the five of axes, the five of swords here, where this is not necessarily your energy, but it does give me the energy of someone who may be around you that could uh, pose as a distraction to cause you to relinquish. I don't want to say steal your joy, because your joy can only be given in a way, you know. So it's like there's somebody around you, and it may be more than one person, take it as it resonates, who um could pose as a distraction from you attaining or obtaining your blessing. So again, we have the three of jazz, we have the eon, and we have the knight of jazz. And it's really about looking beyond what is right in front of you. Because with the three of wands here, or the three of jazz, there you see these lights that reflect beyond where this trumpet is blowing. And it is inspiring. It is, it's lighting a path to the heavens and the things like that. So it's, and with the knight of jazz here, it gives me impulsivities. It gives me somebody who acts before they actually think about what is going to happen. Um, they don't even think about the consequences of things. So when we put it all together here, there may be somebody around you who may not like the situation that they're in. And as a result, because instead of taking accountability for their own actions, taking accountability for their decisions, it may become, because you are nurturing, you do care. This may be a child for you. This may be somebody that you have raised or are very close to, but may be kind of young acting and impulsive, or they may be the same age but act younger than you. Um, Instead of taking accountability for their decisions and for the actions that they have taken, they tend to pose a not tend to pose a threat, but they want to come at you like it's your fault. So there may be arguments. There may be some deceitful type shit, honestly. There may be some lies, shifting the blame. That's what I just heard. And this, of course, it would hurt. It would hurt, especially if this is because this is coming from somebody that you love deeply. So actually, like I said, looking beyond what is occurring. Yeah, looking beyond that. So this person could pose as a potential blockage. But let's talk about breakthroughs though. What is the breakthrough in this situation regarding Virgo's next blessing? The breakthrough regarding this potential blockage. Mm-hmm. All right. Ain't that funny? Breakthrough. Ace of Swords. Have the Six of Pentacles. King of Cups. At the bottom of the deck here is the Eight of Pentacles. This deceit may involve money, misuse of money, and actually, for some of you, someone going into your account and taking some money. A lot of y'all may have stash spots, and this person may know about your stash spot and go in and do the things. Um, yeah. So definitely make sure that you're paying attention to your accounts and your stash spots coming up here in the near future. So, you know, you can there can be a process of elimination, because I'm sure, we have trusted people around us quite often who may know certain things about us. And yeah, you want to be able to quickly pinpoint where the blockage is coming from. Yeah. Anywho, we are back on breakthroughs. So, with the Eight of Pentacles here, yeah, this is all about mastering skills. This is about working hard. And that is what you do, Virgo. You work hard at what you do. You make sure that you master a lot of things, even if it is down to the most minute detail, because that's literally what this guy is working at. This guy is working on the details of the pentacles. And your breakthrough is going to come in because you actually, you know, you know, you know the things around you. You're very particular about things. So, it when I say make sure you're checking your account, make sure you're checking your stash spot, That might be confirmation for most of y'all because you're already doing that. You're very diligent. So the breakthrough is going to come through when you notice that somebody has been taking and you didn't give it. It's also going to come through when you make that decision to speak truth to the matter, and you do it in a very calm way. That's what the King of Cups is all about. This is the second time, a Cups court energy, well, third, a Cups court energy came through. You're going to be very, and if you're not in the moment, it's encouraged that you become very even keeled. Approach it in a manner that is where it's calm. Of course, nobody likes when somebody is taking from them or lying to them, but you are going to catch this person in the lie, whatever the lie is, whatever the deceitful deed is, you are going to find out. That is where the breakthrough is coming in. And no, for everybody, this isn't about money, but this is what um spirit is showing us right now. So take it as it resonates, because you're going to see that your finances is not how you left it. But approach the situation with emotional intelligence, and approach it to see where this person is in life. Again, this person is, they might be the same age as you, they might not, but they act younger than you. Are they somebody who takes accountability for their actions? Or are they somebody who shifts the blame to society, to somebody else? Or, you know, yeah, so it's all in how you approach it. Let's see what this blessing is. After after the breakthrough, what is Virgo's blessing after this breakthrough? What is Virgo's blessing? All right. Thank you, Spirit. Here we go again. Queen of Cups. I'm trying to tell you. The Hierophant. Knight of Wands. So again, the Queen of Cups is out. The Knight of Wands comes back out. That's the Knight of Wands, remember? And it's back out again. And at the bottom of the deck here, we have the Six of Swords. So the waters are going to be rocky for a little while. Once you speak truth to the matter, you address what is going on. It is going to be, a painful situation, just because it involves a loved one who is doing some shady shit. But it's going to be a situation that puts people on, especially you, on a track of healing. It's going to transition you into a journey that, um, and them too, into a journey that brings, more calm and peace to the situation, most likely to the family. It doesn't necessarily mean that everything will be the same. However, it's going to be something that will transform um, all lives involved, including yours. Yeah. So we're going back here. This is the Queen of Cups is you. We have the Hierophant, and again, the Knight of Wands. So, you are over here, Virgo, and whoever this person is to you, that's them showing up again. And in the middle, we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is all about tradition, and traditional institutions. It is about norms and mores of society and all the things. Look, all the things that deal in normalcy, but it's also about teaching, teachable moments. And you going to learn them. That's why the Hierophant is in between you and that person. You going to learn them. They're going to find out who Virgo is if they didn't know. However that is. But what it's going to do again is smooth out things. You won't get tested anymore. As a matter of fact, since they learning from you, they're going to go back and tell other people, guess what? Don't fuck with Virgo. It ain't what you want. It ain't what you want. You don't want Virgo to straighten you out like they had to do me. However it is that you do that, Virgo. Yeah. Like they go you that's what I hear. Like you gonna learn them. They gonna learn today. They gonna find out. As a matter of fact, I see some of them actually, if they did steal something, they're actually gonna pay you back. It's gonna take, time to rebuild the trust. Some of you may have to even go as far as to, involve legal matters to get people back on the right track. You know what I mean? But the blessing in it is the fact that they're getting back on the right track, and it's bringing wholeness back to the unit. Not saying that you weren't whole, but the unit. Family matters is what I heard. Family matters, whether blood related or chosen. Yeah. Let's get this final message here. Final message for Virgo regarding their next blessing. Final message for Virgo regarding their next blessing. It's reuniting the family unit. I love that. Reuniting the family unit. What just popped out? Divine timing. This is a timeless reading, Virgo. So, although this will be posted during Virgo season, this is not something that has to occur during Virgo season. So, keep that in mind when you see this. And everything happens in divine timing. This may be something that you have been praying for. You have been talking to your benevolent ancestors. You have been talking to the universe to bring this person back to some common sense, to bring this person, make them whole, and to bring them back into the fold, a different, um, in a different energy. But everything happens in divine timing. Divine time, everything happens. Spiritual growth, this is at the bottom of the deck. Spiritual growth happens in divine timing, yours and theirs. Wow. I love it. I love it. Again, happy solar return, Virgo. And until next time, y'all take care. Bye.